Good morning. It is March, gosh, is it like the 29th or the 30th? I think it's the 30th. Today is Monday. My name's Aquila, and this is a Lefty Knitter podcast. This is episode 110. I started that off really strange. I haven't had coffee yet. That's okay. I have a finished object to show you, and I don't know when I'm hoping maybe I'll get it out either in the mail or drop it in a mailbox because it's to our friend. I live in Baltimore, husband, kids, cats, all the things. This is a knitting / crafty podcast. And yeah, you can find me at all the links down below. I record through the week and I mush them all together and upload them on Saturdays. So I finished those fingerless gloves from the last episode. Let me get my notes because I can't remember. They're called the Point Edwards Mitts, and they are by Fairlight Fibers. I finished them. They're a free pattern, so check that out. They call for a DK. A lot of times you can switch out DK and worsted, so that's what I did. The friend we're making these for asked for blue, and John had dyed this beautiful blue on a worsted weight, and he called it Daydream. I still have like 44 grams left. 44 grams. So a little less than half of the skein, so I might make something else as an accompaniment to these, but I wove in all the ends yesterday on Sunday. It was rainy here, it was windy. I did not sleep good last night. The wind. I thought it was gonna take the roof off our house. It was a lot. I didn't sleep well. I had major anxiety. I kept checking on my kid in her room, went in there and the cat was sleeping with her and I was like, well, she's okay. And then not too long after that, she ended up waking up and was like, can I sleep with you? And I was like, yes, please, because I would rather have you in the room with me. One, Point Edwards mitts. So these are a convertible type mitt. You can knit them longer if you wanted them to go completely over the tips of your fingers. I don't think that is like completely necessary, but again, the recipient was okay with my choice. So you can fold these down and have more accessibility with all your fingers. You can also fold the thumb down. It is a rib pattern. The only thing I did change is it called for a twisted rib, which I did on the cuff. And twisted rib is pretty. It's pretty. It's time consuming. It's not really time consuming. It's pretty. I just don't love doing the twisted rib. So I did not do the twisted rib on the top. It's fine. I had a Zoom call yesterday with a few knitters and I finished up a thumb because I had them on waste yarn, and I had picked up and started the second thumb. It was a very short Zoom call, only an hour, and finished the thumb yesterday and woven all my ends, so they are technically finished. I'm not sure if I'm going to block them because doesn't really need it. They fit really well for being worsted weight versus the called for DK. They still fit really well. Now, if you were a loose knitter and you used the recommended size and a size 4, they might not fit right. So that might be where you just have to judge your own tension and decide if you want to use a worsted or DK. And if you do use a worsted, you might want to go down a needle size. Although I can't imagine knitting size like worsted weight on a size 3 needle, but I guess it's doable, right? If you're a loose knitter, it's definitely doable, I guess. So yeah, there we go. I don't remember how much I had done the last time I showed you. I had a mitt done, I think, and a part of a mitt, maybe. Very quick knit, obviously worsted weight. So, All right, that's all I have to show you right now. I need to get some coffee in me and get to work on Monday. Hey everybody, I'm not sure when this video is going to be put in. Sorry, didn't grab something I needed. But I wanted to record this because I do want to show it on my podcast, and I am mailing out one of these today. So again, not sure when I'm going to show it, but I was in contact with Macy from Mace of Skeins. If you haven't heard of her, she has her own hand-dyed yarn company, and she does a podcast. She's in Texas. She is like, I don't know, I can't explain. I don't want to say bubbly because I don't think a lot of people like to be called bubbly, but I like her podcast because she's very just like energetic, and she just puts it out there, right? And she curses too, and I like that. And I try not to curse a whole lot on my podcast, but I am a pirate potty mouth, not gonna lie. So I was conversing with Macy, and we talked about I was gonna crank her a sample of one of her new spring colorways. So she put out some sock sets, and she did, this one is the Lily of the Valley, and that's this color. And the set that it came with this green. The other one that she did, sorry, they're kind of a hot mess from being on my machine. The other color is Cherry Blossom, which cherry blossoms hold a huge space in my heart because we live very close to DC, and there is the huge cherry blossom when all the trees blossom there. They were apparently a gift in the early 1900s. They may have been planted more, but they're all down the mall, and it's beautiful, and it's a lot like this beautiful walk or bike ride or whatever you want to take. And apparently they were gifted from Japan to one of the presidents. I'm not quite sure. I didn't read enough on it, but this came with this little mini. So I'm going to be sending out, I want her to receive them before I post this. That's why I'm not sure when this is going to be posted in which video. So it's just going to be posted. So let me show you the socks. So we have Lily of the Valley, and I did the contrast toes. These are on my 64 cylinder. I did a 1x1 rib. And I made a pretty long leg. I mean, these are pretty long, and I still have, like 40 some grams left on both of these. So I have a lot. I could do another pair of socks, honestly. So there you go. Lily of the Valley and Cherry Blossom. How beautiful are these? So I know small businesses, you know, you're working for yourself, and it's not always easy to get yourself out there. It's not always easy to have everything you need for your shop, like samples of your colors, or you know, and samples of your colors knit different ways or crocheted, because this is on a 64 stitch cylinder. So if somebody was making just socks, this is kind of how it would knit up. Now, I don't think these two colorways would knit up much differently if they were knit flat in like a shawl, because the color is dispersed very nicely, but there are yarns where they're dyed in a certain way that are gonna knit up differently. So I've put this out to other dyers, and I know having the means to have samples for your shop isn't always easy, or, you know, you don't have the time to knit up all those samples. Sometimes I've contacted a few dyers, and they just don't actually have the extra inventory or product right now to even get shop samples like cranked. So I just want to put it out there. If there are any dyers that need shop samples and you have the means to send 10 grams, 20 grams, that's going to get you a little tube that will cover, say, if you had a piece of plastic, or even if you just had some really heavy cardstock that was the width of like a sock blocker, that would be something you could put it on and take your, or even if you have sock blockers, you could put it on your sock blocker and you would have just your, you know, that sample cranked, and you could take pictures with it. So I want to offer that to anybody who might need assistance in getting colorways cranked for them to help them promote their product. So I have a P.O. box. You can mail me yarn. I will mail it back. Like I said, if you have like 100 grams in a fingering weight, I can only crank fingering weight, just so you know. 100 grams in fingering weight. The tubes, when I crank full tubes and I send them out, they're like 500 rows. Like, how many rows do you really need? Even if you sent me 20 grams, that's like 100 rows. The leg of this sock from here to here is 100 rows. So technically, even if you only needed half of that amount cranked, that's 10 grams. So I really just want to put it out there for people who might need extra help in their business. So I want to thank Macy for giving me the opportunity. Of course, I cranked her a full pair of socks that will fit her size foot. She gave me her measurements. And so I am excited to be able to send out one of these pairs to her. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys and tell you about that, because I know it's not the easiest thing getting yourself just out there in general. Just making that first Etsy listing. I know it's scary. So, all right. I, again, hope everybody's well, and you should check out her podcast, because she will have one of these pairs to show you in one of her episodes. So, all right, thanks. Bye. Hey everybody, it is April 1st, and today is Thursday. It's my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. He don't watch this. I don't think he even knows I have a YouTube channel. Not quite sure. All right, I'm gonna be inserting a video before this, which you have already seen, but I wanted to follow up with what I talked about, because I know I put out there that I would offer to crank samples, and I am totally still down for that. I just did not preface that it needs to be people within the United States, because shipping is crazy. Shipping is expensive. So I just wanted to like follow that up. I thought about it after I recorded it, and I was like, oh. And I had talked to Macy. I told her, I sent her pair. I talked to her. She's like, girl, just put the video up. I was like, okay. I felt bad, because like, it's her yarn. I would like her to showcase it. But at the same time, if she doesn't get to record for another 2 weeks, she might want me to be able to promote her yarn that's still in her shop and promote it faster than she can put a video up. So I guess it's just like, you know, balance there, right? I just didn't want to step on anybody's toes. I am not that person whatsoever. I have now finished the ribbing on the Catbells sweater, so let me show you that. I have 2 other balls of yarn that John dyed, and I'm going to be using those on the sleeves, because it definitely was a different color at the bottom. I think it still looks really pretty. It's kind of like ombre. Wrong side. There we go. I think it still looks cool. So I was at where the crystal was last time, and I think it looks neat. It's more prominent on this side, I think. It's still really pretty. I'm just not going to continue to use that ball for the sleeves, because I have a feeling then I'll have like a weird patch just like right here, so I'm not going to do that. I think the other 2 skeins that I saved were definitely lighter skeins. This one I picked because I knew I was finishing the body and I didn't want it to be in a sleeve. I might alternate skeins on the sleeves. I gotta look at it when I skein up, when I cake up the yarn, and see how dark it looks, if it looks a lot darker or not a lot darker. So that's just gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. All right, so there's that. Then, do you remember those socks that we dyed the tube and I was cutting them up? Well, I'm not done them. Remember this bright pickle juice color? I now have, I still got to weave the ends in on this one, but I have 2 socks. Now I will show these when I do a fully finished video, I guess. So these are mine. They're a little shorter, but these are done except for, like I said, the ends on this one. And then I probably have already shown you guys this, but I'm not sure. These are going to be John's because we both wanted a pair. So I have put cuffs on both ends. It is not cut. So I need to cut this right in the middle, add some toes, and then add some heels. We're going camping tomorrow. This weekend, whenever. Yeah. I can't keep my days straight. And I thought about taking this. Now, if I cut the yarn today or tomorrow or whenever, I could do that and have my needles already inserted. It's just really dark yarn. It's really dark. And I'm afraid to cut into this by a campfire, obviously. That's not happening. So, I don't think that's going to come with me unless I do cut that possibly tonight. I don't know. Then I could get toes on, and then all I'd have to do is heels, because I could do toes. It's just some decreasing. I just wouldn't be able to pick up the stitches. Just wouldn't. I know I wouldn't be able to do that. Sorry, I didn't close this, and I know I'll walk away from it, and then my cat will get in it, because cats. So I was having like a, I don't know what I'm gonna knit while I'm camping. That's what was going through my mind. I don't know what John bought us the gravity chairs. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I think that's what they're called. They're a camp chair, and they like tilt back, and you can lay back and look at the sky. And they're really cool. I'll maybe show you guys that at the end of the video. If I remember. I'm gonna try to post this while we're camping. I don't know if that's gonna happen. So I didn't know what to do. And all these thoughts were going through my head. And I decided I'm going to use the mini set that I bought from Andrea, which is the cat lady. And I bought her mini set of conversation hearts. That's her tag. Bought those. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have leftovers, so I already have an idea what I'm going to do with those. I had this Knit Picks palette in a light gray. I have the labels in here somewhere. And then I had Knit Picks palette in white. So I cast on the ribbing for a cow. I cast on size US 4, 140 stitches. Now what am I going to be doing? I made this little chart. And because they're conversation hearts, I wanted to do some color work hearts. I think they're really cute. I am going to do each row one color. There will be 14 hearts on each row, and then they will stagger. I didn't want them stacked, I want them staggered. So that'll be, and they're 10 rows high, I think that's what I got. So the color work part will be like 50 rows tall. Plus, after I finish the gray, the background of the hearts, I'm not sure I have enough of this. You know what I might do is just alternate my colors. It'll be gray, and then the first row hearts will have a white background, the second will have gray, third will have white, and alternate. That might be what I do. I just don't want to run out of yarn. I think that'll work. John's coming home, so yay! I gotta stop this or he'll, ruin my whole video. All right, see you guys tomorrow. All right, today is Sunday, April 4th. Happy Easter. I still look like a dirtball. I didn't get a chance to shower at the campground, and we had to go. Long story short, we had some car issues, and we didn't want to be any later than we already were going to be. Yeah, I'll talk about that at the end, but let me just show you a few things. So first off, I need to thank Andi the Knitress. If you haven't gone and watched her podcast, you really should. She puts out some really cool stuff. She does a lot of modified things, and she loves rainbows. Who doesn't love rainbows? But she sent some bear yarn for John and I to dye. Cashmere, y'all. Cashmere. Okay, and then I am yarned and dangerous, so I am drinking a beer. We got home, I just unpacked everything except the dry food bin. It's the only thing I haven't unpacked yet. And started laundry. That is how I roll. I like getting home and like doing the damn thing, right? So, yeah. The only thing I got to work on, which was what I showed you in the last clip, I got some progress done on my heart cowl, my conversation hearts cowl. I am into the 3rd color. There was 5 minis that I'm using from Andrea, the cat lady. I think it looks really cool. I'm happy, and I'm happy that I'm changing the color of the background too. I think it looks really nice. I just started the yellow, and I was like, I almost started doing the rainbow because I was doing the pink, orange, yellow, green, purple, and I almost started with the pink by accident, and I'm glad I thought about it because I wanted it to go this way, so I had to start with the purple first, unless I did the charts upside down, which I could have done that too. But yes, I like how they're staggered. You'll be able to see it much better when it's not on little 16-inch circular needles. So there you go. There's my working yarn. I didn't get a whole lot of knitting time in. We were kind of on the go, or, you know, cold. It was cold. It was 24 degrees on Friday night. We have a heater in our camper. It runs off the propane that's hooked to our camper, so we were comfortable enough. The other thing that came in the mail right before we left, John had ordered this, and it is from Amber. I'll put her Etsy shop down below. I believe she is a new dyer, and it's called Ambyknitsstore. So Ambyknitsstore. So I can put it here, and I'll make sure it's linked below. But look at this yarn. I'm surprised it's not blowing the camera out. I didn't undo it. Let's see. Oh, there's some green. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. I don't know what this is going to be, but it's going to be something, obviously. So, this is really beautiful. Check her shop out. And then, let's see. Acquisitions. I haven't done Pez in a while. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I usually say that at the beginning, and I don't think I've said it lately. If you're not new to the channel, you know I'm a Pez head. Do you know what a Pez head is? A Pez collector. I collect Pez. I love Pez. I don't go crazy and get all the ones that I don't have. I go for the sets that I like and not so much everything, because you just can't. You can't. There's too many out there. Let me grab this bag. Oh, and John got me, I forgot about that. Let me put that up there. I usually don't go for the pop Pez, but he got this. Elvira. You're gonna start singing the song now. I know it. I love it. She's beautiful. Okay, and then so he specifically went on to order some other things, but he ended up getting more, you know, because shipping. We got a Betty Boop Pop Pez, which is cute. He got me the Mandalorian set, which is really super sweet of him, because, again, he hates Star Wars. I haven't watched any more of this. I've only watched, like, 3 episodes, but that's cool. Alright, sorry, crinkling bags. My dad got me, because my dad is the one that kind of goes crazy when new ones come out. This is one of the new Easter Pez. And it's a sheep. How cute is that? And then this is the new bunny for this year. And he's really cute too. Alright. And then John he was ordering this. This is what the Marilyn Monroe one. So he got me 2. One open when we have our new place and we put up our Pez wall, and then one to keep as a collector's item. I don't always do that either. So the one new thing that came out that I haven't been able to get a hold of, the Peeps Pez. I know, this is a lot about Pez, and people aren't. This is my thing, though. I like it. So there's a place called the Elephant Emporium, Mr. Ed's Elephant Emporium, and it's a candy shop. I was really sad, though, when we got there. They had this forest of trees on their land, and it was magical. And there was, like, stuff all on the trees, and people came, and I was going to yarn bomb a tree one year. Well, we got there, and, like, all their trees were gone. Apparently, they got infested. And they had to, like, take them all down, and that was really sad. But they still have, like, a little magical garden, and that was cute. So, the 3 Peeps Pez, I got those. Not like I need any of this stuff. The newest Pez, which I did not even know these were coming out. Be Happy, Be Original, and Be Amazing. These are limited edition, so I don't know how hard they are to find, but... aren't they cute? They're so cute. Sorry, everything's in a package and probably glary. The other things that I got, now they didn't have all these and I couldn't get the whole set, and that's kind of sad because I love Scooby-Doo. But I got Shaggy and I got Velma. Now these they didn't have in the hardbacks, only in the soft packs. That's cute too. I probably won't open them. And then the Snacks collection was a newer collection and they didn't have all of those. So I was only able to get the pizza, the hamburger, and the taco. They're so cute. I don't know what the other ones are for the Snacks collection, but I had to have them. Drinking a sour beer. All right, camping. We had a good time. We were up near Gettysburg. It was really fun. We went to Gary Owen, which we love, and got Scotch eggs because you can't go there and not get the Scotch eggs. And then we just had a good time at the campground. We noticed the tire on the truck was a little weird, and yeah, we got there and John, what are you doing? You might as well just show your face.
Don't want to. This is all you get.
He shaved. He shaved. Okay, so yeah. The truck tire was not cooperating. And we got Fix-A-Flat, and we thought that might help, and we got a little bit down the road, and we had to pull over into the little Gettysburg airport. It's like an airstrip, tiny little airstrip, because we needed a place to pull over that we could pull the truck and the camper. Luckily, the spare was with the truck, and we were able, or John was able to put the spare on the truck, and we got home. But if we would have, like, if he would have let me shower and do all that, like, we wouldn't have gotten home until later. It's like 5 o'clock as it is. Yeah. So, fun times. I will insert just a little bit of video after this if you're even interested. I'm sorry that I showed all my Pez, but it is one of my loves after yarn. And one more thing I have to show you. We have been looking for a sign, because when you go camping, you have a sign, and it has either your names on it or the family name or whatever. And anytime we are looking for stuff that's camping related, it's never the type of pop-up that we have. We have the old school pop-up that flattens all the way down like a pancake, and it's like a tiny little box, and all the sides are soft, so it all flattens down. And you usually don't see that depicted on the images. So you always see like the bigger campers, or you see the more rounded ones, like the 50, 60 style, like the, I don't even know what they call them. I can't think right now. My brain's just racing 100 miles an hour. Looks more like those. And that's not what we have. So we were driving by the store in Gettysburg, and I was like, we have to stop there on the way, whatever, when we stopped to get food. I'm pretty sure there's a pop-up camper that looks like ours. And he was like, done, let's do it. And it's like laser cut, and it's PVC. The company name is Red Mill Monograms, custom cutouts, made in minutes. I mean, seriously, this was made in 5 minutes. But it's our pop-up camper. Because ours has the door and the window and the 2 beds on each side and the 1 wheel and the tiny wheel at the front. So we need to get a little bit of chain and we need to get a small shepherd's hook, and we will put this out proudly at our campsite. So if you're ever looking for us, you'll be able to find us. We're not sure if we're going to paint it yet or not. It might be neon green. I hope everybody is well. I hope everybody's had a good week. I'm sorry this is going to be put up late. Stay tuned for footage at the end if you are interested whatsoever for the little bit that I even captured. We were just having a good old time. And now I need to go get a shower. Glad it's not smell-o-vision. I mean, I don't really stink, but, you know. I smell like a campfire. It happens.